So here we are inside of our rather small strawberry patch, but we planted about 100 of these strawberry starts, which are the really small seedlings, so to speak, last year. And they started growing, and we had a lot of trouble with trying to keep all the weeds out of this garden because the weeds go crazy. And then eventually we sort of just let it go dormant over the winter. But strawberries are pretty hardy. And sure enough, as soon as the growing season started again, they came back out, and you could see this area over here is where some of them had died out and didn't come back, but we've got these two rows here, which I actually believe is like rows of two that have kind of grown together, and there was two more rows, and in the middle we just had like a little space where we can walk in between. When you're collecting the strawberries, you don't want to step on anything, but they came back pretty well. We've been getting about 2 quarts, maybe at least a quart of strawberries per day at this point, and the weather's been pretty good. It rains a little bit, but not too much. We haven't actually even had to water these yet, but you can see here's some right here that are, pretty close to being ripe for picking. Then there's ones that are still, in the process of growing here. So we want to leave those. And weeds have not been too bad so far. We pulled out some stuff, and you can see here these are still reaching out, these little feeders here. And this, they're going to grow, and they're going to stick into the ground and keep reproducing. And I think what happens is the shade from the leaves actually blocks some of the ability for weeds to grow underneath here. But again, it's a matter of going through here pretty much on a daily basis now and finding the ones that are ready to be picked. And I'm going to let these sit here a little while longer. We don't have to necessarily pick them right now. The longer they stay, the better they're going to be, the riper they get, I suppose. And sometimes I'll just pick some of these like vines and stuff that doesn't need to be in here. But well, here's something. This plant doesn't look like it belongs. So I'm going to pull this guy out. But for the most part, it's looking pretty good. There's a little bare patch, but those will fill in over time. But anyway, so there's a little tour of our little strawberry patch, and we put this fencing, portable fencing up here to keep the chickens from eating our strawberries, which does happen. We have not had any trouble with any other animals so far, so far so good.